Well, everyone, welcome to Friday. It is good that Friday is here. I've had such a hectic week. So what you're seeing here is I got a new rug to put at my kitchen floor. I bought a few minor things just to fix up my house a little bit better. But now it is Friday and we're going to clean everything up and get ready for the weekend. So I'm washing all of my dishes and we're going to go ahead and I'm going to show you what I'm making for lunch. I stuck some of the chicken breasts into the crock pot and I put some barbecue sauce to it, and I'm just going to have some shredded chicken for lunch. That makes it so much easier for me because I have a lot of loose ends I need to tie up to complete the week. So we're going to go ahead and make this. So it's so simple and easy. Just take some chicken breast and some barbecue sauce and just put it on high for about 4 hours. And you can use this in so many recipes or just make sandwiches with it. So after I got this done, I proceeded to work on some of my food storage. I just recently did a video showing you my food storage, and as I'm breaking down the 5-gallon buckets of food that I had, I am putting them into smaller portions. And what I'm doing here is I am just going to vacuum seal them into half-gallon jars. This is my favorite way of preserving food. I got some of the dried potatoes and flour and sugar, and now I am just using my vacuum sealer with the attachment, and that I am going to seal up all of these jars, and that way I can use that in the next couple weeks. This by far has been an interesting summer for me with all of the things that we're doing, but I really feel like I have everything back on track. I feel like I finally have control over a lot of the things in my life, and I'm sitting here in a different position right now than what I was a month ago. And so I just really feel good about deep cleaning and organizing. Rice is something that is so cheap that I want to incorporate that more into my meals. And I have some broth here that was store-bought broth that I found somehow in one of my buckets. And I'm going to have a lot of videos showing you my food storage and some of the things that I'm using up and some of the things I actually had that I really didn't know I had. And that's somewhat embarrassing to say, but that is true. Some of the food I didn't even know I had. It got so much that it was so overwhelming that you just shut down, and now I am using it and I feel so much better. Here's another frugal tip. I'm sure most of you know this by now, but you can add any kind of dehydrated vegetables to your rice cooker and it's absolutely amazing. So I just used a mixture of my dehydrated vegetables. I added it to the rice and some butter, and in 20 minutes you almost have a full meal. Let's go ahead and let's harvest some herbs. We could put them in here and I can have them in the garage and no bugs can get at it. It's such a relaxing day. I don't have a whole lot that I have to do, so I'm just going to show you what I'm working on today. Now I got to put them somewhere where I'm not going to run into them walking in and out of here. So I'll put it in the back of the garage. Okay, that was a workout. But they're only going to be here temporary, only until they're dehydrated. All right, we got that done. I can mark that off my list. I found an LED little remote control light. Look at that. So I can use this as more light in here. That's what happens when you start cleaning up. You find all kinds of goodies. All right, I can mark that off my list. And yes, it's very full in here, but everything is in its place, and I know what everything is. And I absolutely love being out here. So let's go have some lunch. It is done. And now the rice will soon be done. Not quite. All right, so now we're gonna have some lunch. Homemade, and this is corn salsa. And then we have some rice with dehydrated vegetables. And we have some chicken. So what I like to do is just have a bed of rice. And I'll add a little bit of chicken to it. Add a little bit of sour cream. And then add some homemade salsa. Quick meal, and it's extremely frugal. I'm gonna take a little break and I'm gonna eat some lunch. So what I've been doing is, so I don't get overwhelmed, is one day, one drawer, one cupboard, and one bag at a time. What you're looking at here is a random cupboard that I have that my grandpa made, homemade. He made it probably 50, 60 years ago. And I'm just going through it. I have not gone through it probably in 40 years. I'm going through everything in here and putting everything in its place. I hope that I inspired you today to take one cupboard or one drawer and just go through it. And you will feel so much better when you start to organize your life just a little bit more.